Is the issue. This is the threat. This is the New World Order. I appreciate your call. Let's go ahead and talk to Bob in Texas. Bob, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Mr. Jones, is a pleasure. This is Bob with the Funkmaster 5 channel on YouTube. I was able to get through to Glenn Beck's show this morning and confront him about supporting Sarah Palin, even though she supported a new investigation in 2008. I was able to get the question out on his show, and it's probably one of my best calls yet. He acts like a complete idiot.
Is it up on YouTube yet?
I'm working on the video right now. I should have it later today, tomorrow.
Oh, that is sensational. So what did he say when you pointed out that Palin was more of a 9/11 truther than Medina?
Well, he interrupted me like he usually does, and then he went on to say that he supports people asking more questions, and then he started making some sound effects because I kept talking. He tried to voice me over. I was trying to tell people to YouTube search Palin 9/11, but he cut me off there. I was able to squeeze a little bit out, but him and his guys just went on for about 5 more minutes after they hung up on me about it. So it's a little bit of stuff to work on, but I should be able to have the video up by tomorrow morning at the latest. Well,
we'll play clips of it tomorrow then. I appreciate your call. Funkmaster 5 has a great YouTube channel, and he calls into big syndicated shows, talks to millions of people, and then points out how ridiculously deceptive they are. And again, I tried my best, when she was sticking to her guns to put that video out. We first reported it a year and a half ago that Sarah Palin had called for more 9/11 truth than Debra Medina had, to point out the hypocrisy of it, just working tirelessly to the bone, telling my listeners send her money. But now I am not allowed to have an opinion. I am to sit down and shut up because I'm despicable. I'm a despicable 9/11 truther. I am trash.
You may be new to freeze-dried foods. You may have storable food questions. You may want to buy your freeze-dried foods from a very reputable company and not go broke in the process. Welcome to the Freeze-Dry Guy. Okay, actually, we're more than just one guy. We're a California-based company that's been serving our U.S. military and other government agencies with the finest in freeze-dried storable foods and emergency rations since 1970. See all about us at freezedryguy.com. With Freeze-Dry Guy freeze-dried foods, you can and will be ready for just about any unexpected crisis. Freeze-Dry Guy foods are delicious, require little preparation, and will taste just as fresh decades from now as they do today. Just add hot water and serve. Backpackers consistently rate us #1 year after year as the best tasting and ease of preparation. Isn't that what you want for your family? Visit freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-FOOD. That's 866-404-3663, or go to freezedryguy.com. Freeze-Dry Guy, the best you can buy.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com, or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
Is garlic the absolute best defense against the threat of bacterial and viral pandemics? No. The answer is Ali C from YourAliStore.com. Ali C was developed by a British chemist who found a way to stabilize the allicin in garlic and incorporate it into his flagship product, Ali C. It's the strongest and safest antibiotic known to man. Ali C makes garlic supplements obsolete. Get Ali C today from YourAliStore.com. That's YourAlliStore.com. YourAliStore.com. No home should be without Ali C.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Money talks, and it sounds just like Jim Cramer.
I'm Cramer. Money talks. And sometimes it shouts when the results speak for themselves.
Investors worldwide follow Jim Cramer's advice on TV, in books, and on websites like TheStreet.com. And whether the market's up, down, or sideways, Jim's always hunting down a bull market. And now you can follow Cramer's portfolio at GetCramer.com.
Okay, here's how it works. Every time I buy or sell, I will email you ahead of time. Did you hear me? Ahead of time. It's like, if you can read my mind. My portfolio, fueled by my great research, is designed to deliver success. And I'll share it with you at GetCramer.com.
Today, you can sign up for 2 weeks of free access to Cramer's Picks and Portfolio. Just go to GetCramer.com and enter code word VALUE. GetCramer.com, free today. Go to GetCramer.com, code word VALUE.
Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over.
You know, we get calls every day about that Cramer ad that runs. Genesis has its radio ads. I have a few ads an hour. You hear my ads. And I'm going to have to talk to Ted because I never get involved in what advertising they run. I know they have ad agencies that come to them. And what's Ted supposed to do? They want to run an ad for Cramer's newsletter. You know, that's Ted's issue. But no, I don't work with Cramer. That's the new conspiracy theory going on out there. I wouldn't take an ad from Cramer. I don't think we've been, because I don't think what he does is moral. I don't like him. He's a globalist. I mean, I was criticizing him 2 weeks ago, talking about how the New World Order is good. The issue is this radio network has a lot of listeners, millions. And so, you know, Ted Anderson has salesmen up there that take ads. And, you know, they say no to ads for bongs and adult bookstores and sexual aids. I know they turn down Viagra ads. Everybody else takes them. I mean, we have this super high standard here at my office, and I think Ted's got a pretty high standard, but I can't. I've already addressed the Cramer thing repeatedly, and I can't just continue to address it. I'm not putting body scanners in the airports to naked body scan your family. I'm not sending the IRS after you with liens to take your property. I'm not secretly taking your baby's blood at birth. I'm not putting spy cams in the laptops and giving them to your kids. I'm fighting all of that. I can be responsible for me, not other Genesis talk show hosts, too. That's another thing they do, because he's got mainly libertarian and conservative hosts, got a few liberal hosts. People say, what are you doing with this? I can barely run my own life, okay? I can barely sit here, and that's what the whole system's about in this country, is turning it around about anybody that's criticizing the system, okay? Geithner doesn't even pay his taxes, ladies and gentlemen. That's the enemy. That's the problem. That's what has to be dealt with, okay? And that's what we're focusing on. But it is driving me up the wall. Just his voice is enough to drive me up the wall. But it's kind of cool in a way, that if you look at it from that perspective, though, that Ted is using their New World Order money against him. I also get these emails going, why did Ted Anderson run ads for your Fall of the Republic on Rush Limbaugh? What, we're not supposed to? I mean, if Rush Limbaugh wanted to have me on his show, should I go on his show? I didn't have the money to run those ads. Ted tried it out, really didn't make his money back. You don't hear those ads anymore. He runs them on some smaller networks, and on XM, he is getting a good response there, of all places. I mean, I would go on Nightline. I would go on CNN. What matters is what I say. At the end of the day, it's what I say. That's what I should be judged by. What I say, what I do. Okay? It's that simple. And I salute Ted for taking the gamble to run those expensive ads, and didn't really break even. Came close, so he's not doing them right now, as I'm sure a lot of people noticed. I wish it would have been successful to Ted. His margin of profit was so small, I sold him the DVDs at almost nothing because the advertising was so much, and I wanted to get them out. You know, I make the films, I make the DVDs. Fall of the Republic cost close to $200,000. Obama Deception, $100,000. Endgame over $100,000. Terror Storm about $100,000. Truth Rising about $100,000. And then I say, buy the DVDs if you want to support us. And the trolls say, no, you're not allowed to sell your own films. That's bad. And I'm the only person I know of. I pioneered this. A few people, I think, have imitated it, saying make copies of my film. Get it? Give it to everybody. Because my mission is to get the word out. Obviously, I also want to be comfortable.